Hello everyone, welcome to Phasmophobia. So like I said last time, we're going to prison, and I don't know how I got so lucky enough to get sunrise. So it has been so long since I played prison, I don't even remember how it looked out here. I don't know if they changed it or if it's always been these walls, but either way, it looks really nice in the daytime. I think this is by far the first time I've ever gone in here on sunrise. So prison, as I mentioned last time, prison has been here for a while, and I remember, I think it came out the November after in 2020, like after the Halloween that year. I think it was the first new map after at least I had joined. I was a little late to the party. Now as we get in here, I am, okay, monkey paw. We could use that. I could try and lock the ghost in its room, but for now, I'm just gonna walk around and try and enjoy this place. So, as for strategy, I have no real idea. I did see the breakers and the wardens, so I'm gonna take advantage of the light coming in. Oh, I saw a little bit of light, so I thought there would be a window here, but yeah, light doesn't come in too much. But okay, I want to go straight to the wardens. So I really like this map, but I don't think it's perfect. I know the biggest complaint is that the ghost is always in one of the prison blocks, and maybe when we go back to the truck, I'll show what I think could fix this map, which is simply just getting rid of one of the cell blocks. But I'll talk about that maybe once we get back to the truck. So something I've been noticing now that we're on the bigger maps is I am a little bit more confident on them. Now this map still feels pretty big for a medium map. Here, we gotta go into the wardens. But when we played Maple Lodge, it didn't feel like a huge map, so I do think the rework of Maple was pretty good. I don't know if we'll run into the bone, but for a medium map, this map feels a little big, and that's why I think, ultimately, I think they're gonna rework all the maps at some point, so even this map will get reworked, but really they could just remove one of the cell blocks, and I think this map would be a great medium map. Now, I love how asymmetrical this map is, and how unique so many of these areas are. There's a hiding spot if I need to run all the way back here. So yeah, I've never had a ghost in the cafeteria. That's the thing, if like, there's the big cafeteria, there's a chance of a ghost being in there, so I think this map is so old that it does kind of fit into the category of too big for a medium. So maybe this is kind of more of a large map, but like I said, they're gonna rework pretty much all these maps at some point. So what I wanted to do was actually have a chance of running into the ghost. At least I'm checking out the second floor here. So as I was kind of saying, my favorite parts of this map are the main area, like the lobby, and then the second floor up here. The cell blocks are where things get annoying, because there's just too many rooms the ghost could be. But when the ghost is somewhere else in the building, it's really nice to play prison. But I know there for a while, a lot of people were avoiding this map just because it always ended up seeming to be a cell block ghost, which we might be getting here. I think I've spent enough time around here. I haven't heard anything, so I don't think it's on the second floor. Be cool if we had a ghost around here. I'm trying to also listen to see if we're getting hunted. No, I have had a ghost in here before. This is the bathroom, which is kind of weird. They have a glass door for the bathroom so you can look in. But if we need to hide somewhere, I guess this isn't that bad of a spot to run to if we're just away from the ghost and we need to run into some room to hide. What about the security officer? And it still looks a little weird. It used to be the security officer. Now you could run like back here, but that's not really a hiding spot. You could run to like right here, which as long as the ghost doesn't run all the way in here, you might be able to get away. So I'm just looking for some spots we could rely on. Now I've been in the dark this whole time, so my sanity probably isn't the best. I was hoping for maybe like a Ouija board to figure out where the ghost is, or the mirror, but maybe we'll deal with the monkey paw. I'll probably just end up going into the cell block and finding the ghost. Did I hear something? I know, oh, okay. I know you could kind of hide in here. Not the greatest. I'm gonna take one more lap. I haven't gone too far into the building yet. But let me check if we have this hiding spot, this locker. I never get lucky enough to have that one. Okay, well there's some rooms we could kind of run to. I'm gonna hang out around here. See if we hear the ghost around the visiting area. So yeah, these are rooms I have had the ghost, but I've played this map a decent amount, so I guess I have had a good amount of rooms. Okay, so we're doing this. I'm gonna try and step outside. Let me just run, actually. I don't like running because I feel like the ghost is gonna attack me. Okay, well, that's strange. Because even though we were in the lobby, the ghost might not be in the lobby. I'm gonna get a thermometer. Probably gonna take sanity. Oh, at least we have the sun out here. But I'm gonna have to go get that breaker on again. So, out of curiosity, how much sanity have we actually lost? Especially after that ghost event. Okay, it wasn't too bad, but then the ghost event lost another 10. So I'm gonna take one of these. We'll go back up. Now, since we're here, I did want to mention. So, I do love how this layout is asymmetrical, and I know it's a weird thing to say, but I like how unique it is, how not just like copy paste it kind of feels, until you get into, you know, these two cell blocks. So here's my thing. All you have to do is put a wall right here and get rid of this cell block, and this map is so much better, because you get rid of all these rooms that are redundant. It's just, how is it any different than having the ghost over here? I don't think these maps should have like repeat rooms. So, and then you'd have the ghost being any of these unique rooms. You'd have the unique rooms up here, and then there's the chance of it being a cell block, which I think up here, there's 2 rooms up here, there's 2 rooms down here, then it could be the center, and then it could be in here. So there's like 6 rooms that it could be just in there. Okay, sanity has gone back up. We do have a witness ghost event. That's Patricia Carter, 3 unique photos, and Paramike. Okay, I'm gonna go in there. Well, I wanted the... Let's get... should we get the book down or go for dots? I'm gonna leave the book. Just give the dots pair, but I want the thermometer to try and figure out where this ghost might be. So, that's the thing. Do I want to bother going to get the breaker? I'm probably going to leave it for now. I don't like working in the dark. Oh, I thought that was a ghost orb. I was going to say, let's just turn this on for a second and look for a ghost orb. But I'm not seeing my breath. Remember how I came down here earlier and I said I thought I heard something? I'm going to leave these 2 things here. Oh. Okay, I think I know where the ghost is. Okay, I mean, right, yeah, and that's a ghost orb. Okay, let's not get too carried away here. At least we figured out where the ghost is. My EMF is going off over here. I hate not having everything, but at least we can have this table. Okay, all my other equipment is in there. Let me walk in here for a second. I know I'm draining my sanity. Okay. I didn't actually check this room to start. Well, that's the thing about these bigger maps is you don't really need a hiding spot. I just need to get away, and if I get away far enough, I can hide somewhere just in a room and probably be okay. Alright, let me drop. Take a photo. I'm gonna drop this stuff in here. I don't think I'm gonna be able to film that. Maybe? I just filmed so many things, I have no idea. I saw the lights flicker, but I don't know how I got lights flicker with the thing not being on. Can I put this on the ceiling? Of course not. Alright, then I don't want to... Oh, see, we're going too fast here. I don't want to waste my sprint. There. We have dots up. We know there's ghost orbs. I guess I'm going to set this out here and point it in. So I hate being in the dark here. I really want to get the breaker back on. It's not that far away. I guess I'm going to go for it. So I'm going to go run this way, try and hit the breaker, and once I'm on the 2nd floor here, I'm going to look and see what all we recorded. Let me just get up here so I'm kind of away from the ghost, and I also want to be near a light switch. Okay, well at least we're not getting hunted. Okay, what happened there? Duplicate door moved. I got the light switched, and then door moved twice. So somehow we got, oh, the light switched. So even though the breaker's off, I still filmed the lights switching. Okay, there. We're getting some media, but this time we don't know what the ghost is. So yeah, this is kind of bad. I don't like this breaker location. But again, I feel like the breaker shouldn't be too far into the building. But again, if you're, this game isn't 100% tailored to solo players, so I keep thinking it's back there, and I think there is a location for it back there. But here, get that back on. Now, I don't have anything to protect me, I just have my main light. Trying to also listen there. That light's back on. I got a little confused. When I walked out there, I didn't Kind of realized where I was. But if I can get up here and hide in the bathroom, that'll be a good spot. Otherwise, I can just try and get as far away from the ghost as possible during a hunt. Alright. I think we're good with that one light on. So I did look it up and figured out that for a small map it's 9, medium map it's 8 lights, and then a large map it's 7. So I can have 8 on a medium map, so I think I was right about that. Okay, can we please get this main light on though? Okay. I like throwing this down somewhere where you can see it. Now, the only other thing, did we have freezing? No. It's not freezing. I don't think we're gonna get there. Okay, let's try and regroup. I kinda wanna get UV because she's been touching the window. There's photos, so we're going through a lot of this, but this time, unlike the last video, we don't have any evidence yet. Well, did I get evidence? We got the ghost orbs. So I gotta remember. And if it's ghost orbs, it could be mimic. So let me figure out what I'm gonna bring in here next. Well, I'm continuing to play it safe. I took a thing of sanity. I'm going to just bring in more evidence stuff. And I did decide to start using this tier 3 flashlight. So the thing is, like when you're holding this in your hand, it looks pretty big, at least to me. But when you see all these items in VR, it really puts it to scale. So I appreciate this light. It still doesn't look the greatest. It makes it look gigantic when it's in your hands. But when you see all this stuff in VR, it looks like a normal sized flashlight. It was fun seeing all the sound stuff and even like the new dots that I had never seen in VR. This is the only thing I do. Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you here? Are you friendly?
Tragic death.
I saw the mic input change, so I didn't know what we were gonna get. Ooh, what was that noise? Listen, we have sanity. There was one event. There's Spirit Box. So as I looked last time, Spirit Box, UV, and freezing. We don't have freezing. I don't know if she's recently banged on a window. I don't see anything there. That one probably can't. Those windows are probably bang onable though. A lot of windows around here that could probably leave fingerprints on. Alrighty then. Well, we got the Spirit Box. Gotta remember we can take a recording of that. Are we down to freezing somehow? 1.1. I think with the breaker being off so long, yeah, we'd be in the freezing range if it was. Now, I'm gonna need this in here if I want to actually record something. I don't know about dots. What are we looking? I already have the door moved. I'm gonna move this over here. Try and have it cover this whole front area. There's the window bang, hold on. Now what window did you bang? Oh, I also have this down. Here, put that on the table in case you want to write. Now that EMF, oh, was it on the door? I was hoping that door didn't slam on me, oh my god, otherwise I was dead. Okay, it would help. Okay. Oh, mare. Okay, I don't want to get killed by a yokai again. On real, we don't have any flames in here, but it just broke out the light. So I don't know if a mare is more likely to do that. So it's either going to be dots, not going to be MF5, not going to be UV, writing and freezing. It seems like it's probably going to be a mare. So we have the ghost writing in there. I gotta be careful. Do not go in there because that is a death trap. But it's not going to be UV, so we can leave this out here. Gonna try and bring more stuff in. Yeah. It's not going to be EMF 5. I think I already have a photo of the EMF. Look, I'm going to step out. Maybe get like a smudge in here. I gotta just make sure I don't die. But I could get the sound recorder, try and get some more stuff to film. And then we'll see if it writes. Freezing we have not gotten, and dots we have not gotten. I don't know what that was. But okay, let me bring in some more stuff. Well, I got one thing I can record, the motion sensor. Since it could be an Onryo, I'm gonna leave the fire for a little bit. And I got a crucifix in here just to maybe make me feel a little better. I'm mainly gonna have it out here, actually. Just so the ghost doesn't get any bright ideas out here. But if maybe that burns up, see, ghost doesn't like me. Oh, okay, see, that was a levitation. Another thing I did look up was the things you can take photos of and record. And I think, like, subconsciously I remember it. But you can take a photo of something levitating, which I was really hoping you could. But yeah. Oh, that's writing. Since we didn't already know it was a mare. Alright though, we can take a photo of that. Mare, writing. Leave that as it is. I should probably get something. Get the motion sensor down. And we'll just see if she goes around the front. Okay then. I got too many opportunities of things I could do. For one, take a photo of that. Let's see. Maybe if we get lucky. See, we can take a photo of the mist form, which I thought you couldn't do, but you can if it's a proper photo. Now, how about this? Are you here?
Getting close, Snitsky.
That one's a very satisfying one to get. Now, also, you are going crazy over here. The only thing I can hope and get an easy photo of is like a burned crucifix. I might get the other crucifix in here. Ooh. So yeah, another thing is like, that's why the bears are good, because you can record the sounds of the bears giggling now, which I didn't really know, so I need to be trying that on the house maps. There, paranormal whisper, writing, spirit box. Don't need the sound anymore. You can throw my camera. I already have object thrown. So what can I get for recording? I need that motion sensor. I'm gonna move this in. I will happily stay back here in hopes the ghost at least hunts from in there. Now this is, yeah, we can get a candle in here to film. And then I might get the other crucifix just to get a photo of one. Then once it's burned up, I'll pull it out of the main room. So do I need to get hunted here? I need a paramic sound. I don't mind having some games where we don't get hunted, but that just means in the next game I'll probably want to get hunted, but I do want to see if I can survive a hunt around here. Okay, let's put this here for now. Drop the camera as well. I don't have smudges. I didn't bring a smudge. Let's get a candle, a smudge, and the other crucifix, and we'll see if we can get some hunts started. Alright, we're at 72. Now with it being a mare, it's going to start hunting at 60 now that the light is just destroyed and cannot be turned on. But we have a cross crucifix out here. I'm going to plant this one right in the middle. Main thing is I want to take a photo of that. Keep that smudge on me. Now can we please film that candle going out? I'm going to try and move the motion sensor back here. Now we'll know she leaves the room. Patricia, give us a sign. Wouldn't mind you doing a ghost event or something. But this time, I do have the tier 3 smudges on. So even though we're on a large map, that is going to help me. Ooh, I was going to ask for another sign. Okay, now I do got to get the paramic in here. Where am I going? Unique, unique, unique. There. Don't need anything else. Still need that photo. So eventually I think that crucifix is going to get burned. So what I'll do, I'm going to drop this here for now. I'm going to get another smudge for safety. Maybe 2 smudges, because that's all I really need. And then get the paramic. And yeah, sanity has not gone down too much. So maybe I should stand in the room in the dark. Try and get her to do something. I'm hoping with the... There's the lights. I'm hoping with the lights in her room out, it'll actually give me some more activity. Patricia, are you here? Oh. So yeah, now this is another thing I should be messing around with now that I have the tier 3. Maybe when we go to high school, I think, which will be up next, I will walk around with the paramic and see if we can find something. We got kind of lucky. I just walked back to the entrance and just happened to miss the ghost that happened to be right here. Alright, I'm gonna try and get a perfect game. We found the bone somehow, so I'll go for the perfect game. So she's either gonna use... Is that good? Yes! Okay. Also, ooh, get that turned on. I don't know. I have 2 smudges. Kinda want my light. Oh no. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure I got all my stuff figured out. Okay, got my big light that we can turn on and off. I'm waiting. Okay, let's get her over here. On top of a crucifix. Let me just see. Yeah, that covers more than enough. Grab that. So, oh, you know what though? Still need a pair of mic sound. Okay, so while I'm trying to hang in here, the crucifixes are the only thing that's going to save me now. What did I do with the big ass salad bowl that I just had? Oh, it's right here. I couldn't see it because it was clear. Okay. I have 2 crucifixes, one in there, one out here. I'm not trying to record a sound, I just need a pair of mic sound. Also, it is starting to rain real bad here. So that was something I mentioned. We have like a chance for thunderstorms, so I might be hearing thunder in real life, but the rain is picked up again in real life. So I'm waiting for the ghost to either use up the crucifixes or maybe give me a chance? Turn that on, please. I'm gonna open this just so I know if we're getting hunted. I do have at least one smudge on me, right? Oh my god, I'm going to smudge. Just so she won't hunt. I have 2 others in here. I got one up there. Please, I want to just get this paramic. Now she's smudged, so she's not gonna hunt. I have all the time in the world. Just let me get this. Damn it, like, what are you doing? Yeah, it's weird now that I'm used to using the sound recorder, the paramic. Like, I want to record, oops, but that just turns it off. The mirror, it's not a banshee. And it's not the myling, which I think makes paranormal sounds more. I don't think you can hear that ring, but it's getting loud. We hit the light. I've not been seeing this ghost. Was that where? Oh my god, now you're gonna break the light out here. Please tell me that counts. Please. Please. Yes. Okay, I'll tell you what. Since we're gonna do one more game, I'm gonna just get out of there, because I like showing that you can do a whole perfect game without even getting hunted. Because I know most people don't even play on professional. But, you know, I urge you to try out professional if you just play on intermediate, because even on professional, you can get a perfect game without ever getting hunted. So, that being said, it kind of just depends on what ghost you have. So what we're going to do is we're going to get in here again. We might use the cursed item to see if we can find the ghost. But either way, I think we're going to have a bit more of an exciting one, because I do want to get hunted here on prison. But I really like this sunrise game where it was perfect. So let me just get back to the stat screen and see what we got. Can't be a mimic, right? What is it? No, is it a mimic? Oh, it was a mare. Okay. I didn't exactly make sure, but I'm never quite sure of myself on that. There's 2,000, a couple of dailies. Maybe there's the perfect investigation. Alright, now let's get back in there again and see maybe what the cursed item does for us. Well, this time it looks like we are going to be going to a cell block, because that's where the breaker is. So I'm surprised that we didn't even get a cell block ghost, but maybe that's what will happen this time. It's Margaret Sherman, 3 photos, video of ghost, and then yes, escape during hunt. So it looks like no matter what, we're going to be getting hunted here. Now, like I said, we want to see what the cursed item could do for us. I want to kind of turn on the breaker before we do that, so maybe we'll walk back there. Oh, gotta remember this is a pull. So what do we got? It's not one of them. Is it it's the mirror? No, was it the summoning circle? Did I just miss it entirely? I guess so. Thought I looked in the bins. Okay, going back. Oh, of course, it was the tarot cards. I guess I missed that in there. Did I get that photo or did that glitch out? Alright, well, the tarot cards don't really help us at all. I mean, I can start pulling them, but like, it's not going to help me figure out where the ghost is. So let's actually explore prison a little bit. Let's see, for one, if we get lucky enough to run into. But let's see what these rooms are again. The central control unit. I think this was one of the rooms I first had a ghost in. I have messed around with ghosts in here. That is a weird place for that to start. But of course, there's no breaker in here. I do have donuts, which I forget. This is still a pretty older map. So I don't know, you know, there's not a lot of unique assets from the new art team, and I think this map runs a lot better, even though it's a bigger map. It's still from, you know, the old Phasmo days, so it's not the most complicated looking map. Now, I think that was just a random noise. I don't think that was the ghost. Let me get back into A block. So yes, on the left it's A, and the right it's B. I can never really remember. But okay, are we gonna run into the ghost here? I really should have had like a smudge stick, but I guess that just makes it even more scary. Is anyone here? Who was it again? Margaret Sherman. Margaret, are you here? Oh man, that is cool. I'm really appreciating the tier 3 flashlight on this map. Well, in an effort to get the temperatures up, at least let me hit that. Now this is cool. These are all the lighting controls, so you actually have to hit these. Let me see. I guess that just turns on the front. And it just turns on one light in the back and one light in the front. Well, that's something. So I really have not played these maps since they've updated the lighting a bit, and it really does look nice. Like, this map looks better than I ever remembered it. And in terms of like the maps I haven't played in a long time, this is definitely one of them. Okay, I didn't really spend enough time here to see if there was a ghost. It's gonna be easier if I just like stand here and see my breath. But if there is someone here, Margaret, I was already kind of talking. What we could do is go outside, which I forget, but there's a back pathway you can go and cut across. But let's just stay indoors. The rain is starting to go crazy again. I'm gonna run a little bit. So I'm gonna take a walk through this second floor. Maybe, oh, this is not the second floor. See, I do not remember the layout of this place. Okay, doesn't seem to be a ghost in there. But even this, you know, map, there's a lot of just big areas. Like, this whole area is just a big open area, so this map is another map that could be reworked. I don't think it needs a massive rework. I think they could keep a lot of the layout. Oh boy. My OBS is not responding, but everything seems to be recording. Okay, I don't know what just happened, but we're still recording. I'm gonna assume we can keep going. I keep hearing that weird noise. The rain, it's gotta be this rain or something. The rain is still going strong. I'm gonna continue doing my walkthrough here. And I kinda want to just like cut back if I find the ghost. But with the spooky rain, I kinda want to just keep walking around. Yeah, I don't know. My computer, I need to upgrade to Windows 11 and just start fresh, because there's always something going on my computer in the background. I think we're hanging in there. So yeah, that's the problem with these bigger maps though. If I don't really know where the ghost is, I guess I just gotta keep walking around. So let me just hang out on the second floor a little bit longer, and I'll tune back in with you, catch you up whenever I really, okay. That's amazing. But otherwise, I'm gonna keep looking for the ghost and we'll see what happens. You know, there's not that many floors or rooms on the second floor. It's mainly that area that's the most complex, but then out here you just have this big room and then the bathrooms and then the security office. Is anyone here? The real life rain is making it harder to hear. I've had no activity so far. I'm surprised we even found the bone. Alrighty then. I'm gonna try and head towards the B area, or also maybe just look around the first floor in the main area. I don't like using up my sprint, but we're gonna see if we can find this ghost. Margaret, are you here? I'm just gonna open this. I don't know if it's the greatest spot. I mean, you could run in here and hide. I have seen people go in here and hide, but I guess it just depends on if the ghost doesn't check back there. But let me just make sure the ghost isn't in the main area like it was last time. I don't think, yeah, this map is not advanced enough to have a light switch on this side, and the only light switch for this area is way over there. Is anyone here? Usually, even if the ghost is on the other side, something over here has been thrown. Okay, I kind of want to leave some of my stuff here. What I'm going to do... course, breaker's out. What I'm gonna do, drop my stuff, getting a smudge at least. Also maybe the thermometer. Also see what my sanity is. Well, since I already have a photo of the bone, I mean, I kind of want to walk around with the camera, but also want to walk around with this. So I'll tell you what, the EMF, like I always like bringing in the EMF because it confirms if the ghost is around. Grab this. I want the thermometer even though the breaker's off. Then I could take the camera in case something happens. I mean, odds are if I hear something, I'm gonna know. I don't need the EMF to know for sure if it was a ghost. I'm gonna take the camera. I'm gonna go hit the breaker. Now, I don't have a smudge. I did take sanity. But of course, let's just see what the temperatures are. Yeah. So it's windy, which I'm thinking will make it even colder. Is that right? Is this actually the room? Let's go hit the breaker. Maybe that clipboard didn't start up there. But even when the breaker's out, I don't think, unless it's snowing, I don't know about windy. But I think snowing is the only temperature where you will see your breath and it be from the weather and not the ghost. I think that was actually the ghost room. That's crazy. This is one of the first rooms I just walk into. I get a 2 degrees. So try and keep this breaker on, please. So if it is in that control room, I guess we have a lot of areas in the building we can run to. I'm gonna keep looking at the temperature as we're walking back. I am at high sanity. This will be cool. From the control room we can light up this area. So we'll actually have this hallway lit up. Maybe that front room. But unless I get stuck in a long sight line, I should be alright. But let me also kind of pay attention. Here's a door here, which I really need to think about. Because the only way to cut across here is that one door, I believe. So, yes, that light's on. Let's get this door open, please. And I want to get these lights on. But are we really getting cold in here? Oh, it's very cold. So that turns the light on in here. And these two are for the hallway. Now, oh my god, how did I forget this library was even here? I'm pretty sure, like, back when the Ouija board worked like how it used to, and the only cursed item was, like, there was a random chance for the Ouija board to spawn. Pretty sure the Ouija board used to be back here. So I remember there being a spawn. Dude, it has been so long. I forgot this library area even existed. This is all kinds of a dead end. But no, the ghost is not in here. How did I forget about this library, though? I think I may have had a ghost in here once. I don't even think I've had a ghost in here. I've had a ghost over there, but that is just crazy. I just forgot all about this room. Alright, well, the ghost doesn't seem to be in there. How am I seeing my breath outside? That has to be a bug, because it's... I say that, but maybe the ghost is just making it cold enough out here to see my breath. But this does seem to be the room. I'm going to use this as my table. Let's go get my other equipment in here. Now, yeah, we do have good sanity. So, I'm not worried too much about that. But I am worried, like, if we run in here, I'm going to have to cut into their lights flickering. But if we go in here, and I get in here, and the ghost sees me, it's probably going to speed up too much. So I just don't want the ghost to speed up from line of sight. We only have one light around, but if we cut in there, cut down through here, I think we'll be alright. So, alright, we do have 3 other pieces of equipment to bring over there. So, I guess I'm not exactly going back to the truck yet. I do have my headlamp, which I gotta remember about. But yeah, the lighting looks so much better than I remember. This atmosphere on this place, even though it's an older map, it still looks really nice. It's very simple. So I do wonder how, like, the new art teams... I see that ghost orb. I just wonder how the art team will reimagine some of these maps. There! Video of ghost. Glad I had the video cam. Ghost orbs. Evidence. Put in ghost orb. Please hit that light. Oh my god. That's transparent ghost. I'll take the 2 free videos. God, please, let me have a moment here. Can I put this on the ceiling? That's the problem, is I made this thing to where you can put it on the ceiling, but there's like no maps where you can actually use it. Now I'm hoping from that last event, she didn't use up too much of my sanity. there. That goes all the way back here. Should cover most of the room. I think the dots go all the way back to here, so it's a pretty big area for dots. I'm gonna just throw this down in the middle. Instead of putting that at the doorway, I'm gonna put it here. Yeah, so that way we can actually see in case the door gets closed. Okay, once again, so many things are going on. We have some video. We have ghost orb. So we gotta look for mimic again. We already have the video. Now, I know I like using my table, but this is one of those rooms where I just want to have everything at the doorway, so if we get hunted, I can just run out of the room. I would like to play a little more immersively, but that's the thing. I don't want to like have all my equipment here, and then like I'm standing here working with my equipment, and then the ghost hunts, and then I'm screwed. Like, the safest thing is to just be right at the exit. So let's keep track of my stuff if I'm gonna just have it all on the floor here. We need 3 unique photos. Oh, we need 1 more photo. Got the bone and tarot cards. Now I don't have an EMF. This is Margaret, right? Margaret, are you here? I don't know if I should be provoking too much out of her. Now we're not down to freezing. Well, if it was freezing, I could take a photo, but... Okay, so no freezing. I'm gonna go just get other evidence stuff in here and check sanity as well. I don't like how you're flashing lights all the way out here, and I think you just banged on something. Alright, going in with 83. I'm gonna not take sanity this time. Try and go with the risk of getting hunted, because that is an objective. But I got all the rest of the evidence in this time. I am enjoying the tier 3 stuff. So I am gonna wait a little bit before prestige. But during this Halloween, I gotta remember to mention, we are celebrating Halloween here, but I really want to focus on these bigger maps, and then once we get to the smaller maps, we're gonna start doing Nightmare, and that'll be more of a Halloween thing. But I do want to say I have already gotten my Halloween costume ordered, so I am gonna be in it to win it. Nothing in here has UV. Just try and drop that. Put that smack down in the middle. And by coincidence, is anyone here? Are you friendly?
I need that.
Okay, spirit box. So these are things that could be mimic. UV freezing. We don't have freezing. Don't see UV. Okay. Take a photo of that. Let's see if we... Fingerprints? I don't think we're gonna get fingerprints. Nothing on there. With those 2. Can't be Obake. I did get a photo of that, correct? Yes. Okay, let me just make sure we're not getting freezing. We're down to the same thing as before though. Mary Yokai Onryo. Okay, here we go again with the back-to-back ghosts. This game has a real problem. Even CJ admitted that. When does this ghost happen back-to-back? Ghost. Okay. Either way, let's just keep rolling. Got good photos. Already had... Oh, I'm almost done with photos. I'm almost done with video as well. Maybe we'll get a crucifix in here. Definitely need to get the light back on. Hey, dealing with a mare though, we gotta remember that about the hunt range. So, okay. I'm gonna turn off this. I could get the light. I could put the dots out here for like lighting, but I think I'll be okay. And now we gotta prepare for everything else. Gotta escape. So let's do media first. I'm gonna go get the audio. Maybe we'll get something like a motion sensor. And I wouldn't mind getting a crucifix in here, just for the easy photo, but I don't know, we might have to rely on another ghost photo. So let me just go get some stuff for that. Yeah, in order to stay safe here, I'm gonna just go in with the smudge, get a motion sensor, we'll get a video of that, and then hopefully we'll just get lucky with the ghost here. Maybe it'll last for some interactions. We'll get through these. I should have brought a candle maybe, just so we could get the audio as well, but we'll shake things up, do it a little differently. Just getting the motion sensor in here. Wouldn't mind having the motion sensor either, just so I know if the ghost wants to go in and out of the room. Maybe we should put this like here, somewhat in the middle. You getting anything? Oh. Well, since maybe you're in there, I'll try and film it. Are you here, Margaret? Let me just make sure. Got my smudge. Got everything I need. Margaret, are you here? Can you give us a sign? Is anyone here? This door. I wish it went in the other way, but okay, got the motion sense. There, all unique. Just need one more photo. I'm gonna put this back here now for just safety of where the ghost might be. Just want to make sure she's not leaving the room. But really, I gotta get some photo of something. Margaret, can you show yourself? I don't have any photo of a ghost or the mist. I'm gonna try and stand in the middle of the room. Margaret, are you here? I guess so. Can't really do anything with that. Give us a sign? Another sign? Maybe like show yourself sign? The only thing I could do is just get a crucifix in here. Maybe I should. So that way when the crucifix gets burned, I could set it outside to protect me. Margaret, give us a sign. Okay, I'm gonna use it to drain my sanity. Here we go. We should be in hunt range from a mare. I should have tried. Dude, that's not a hunt, right? Okay. Just make sure I have my smudge. What happened? I'm listening for a hunt. Dude. Can I please get the light on? I'm even gonna turn the light on in here. Okay, at least that reminded me to turn off my headlamp. Okay, we need to survive a hunt. I'm gonna grab my big light, so that way I can see in the dark better. What I'm gonna try and do, try and maybe just let her hunt inside there, and smudge her, and then just take off running. Okay. I gotta get her over here first. I don't even know if she can see me through the bars. This is bad. This is really bad. Because now I have nowhere I can run. Okay, this is why I had the light on. We can just make it around here. Okay, holy shit. Okay, so again, she doesn't hunt from the room. At least I don't think she did. I don't know, it seemed like she was in the library. If she was actually roaming over there to the library, oh my god. I gotta get to my hiding spot. That's just her on the first floor. Or maybe she's coming up here. Oh my god. I think she's actually coming up here. I don't know how long this is gonna be. Oh, yeah, maybe it's over. I'm not exactly seasoned with like the medium map hunt lengths. I guess I'll just leave that on. I don't know why. We have some light switches we can turn on. Okay, let me check. There's all objectives. We got the translucent ghost. The only thing is sounds. So, okay. There, we did the hard part though. We survived. So, I'm gonna run back. I don't have anything on me other than my main light. We did smudge her, so maybe she's not gonna hunt for a minute. I'm gonna hit this light. I think what I'm gonna do, try and throw my flashlight down at this doorway so I can get it. But I'm gonna come back with 3 other things. Maybe more smudges, maybe a crucifix. Just things I can get the audio of. But I don't think I'm gonna take sanity. So let me just get like a crucifix and smudge and the candle to record audio. Okay, there's every chance that she just hunts me as we go back in there. But this time I do have another smudge. I don't want to use it if I don't have to. I'll just try and run away. And there goes me using all my sprint. Let's get in here. Once again, I can't get over how nice it looks in here. The lighting in this place is just really ominous for it. Okay, she's hunting. I'm gonna just drop my stuff there. I don't really want to hide in this room. This is where things get interesting. I don't know if she can see me through that window. I don't think she can. I'm getting out of here. We're going back to the second floor. That's the problem, is that she's going to be hunting before I get back there. Trying to listen. I don't want her to come from down this way. I do love the feeling of this building. It does feel like a... I want to say like a school, but it does feel like a government building. It feels like a big, cold, open area. Place you wouldn't want to really hang out too long. She's still hunting, by the way. Try and make... If she's not near her room, I'm going to make it to her room. Okay, I think lights are out. Let me just get the crucifix, or at least, is there anything else I can get over there? The light. Okay, get this crucifix down. That covers most everything. I don't know if... Did she break the light in here? No, she didn't. Did she break? No. I don't know what that was then. I guess she didn't break a light. I guess it was just a ghost event earlier. Okay, still got the smudge. Then we need the audio. What? There it is. Is anyone here? We have the light on, and I do think I'm above 40, so I have a minute here to try and get something. Oh, okay. I didn't think that was going to be a hunt, but now she's broken the light. That was the ghost event, so that's the problem. I left the candle over here. Okay. This is the problems I create for myself. I miss that getting burned up because I'm trying to get the damn candle over here that I left because I can't just pick up one more thing. I think that crucifix was the one that was burned, or this smudge was used up. Here's this. I have smudge on me. There's still one more use. Okay. There's a whisper. We also have this. We also have one more crucifix. Are you done talking to me yet? That was a 10-second long clip. Paranormal talking. Just want to make sure everything here is good. Mayor, need one more thing, please, and then we can end my suffering. But this has been a really fun visit, and I'm very surprised that in the 2 games we didn't get a ghost in the cell block. I don't know what's happening. I'm leaving if I can. Of course, that door's closed. So, is it actually hunting? No! What? I am confused. Maybe, I guess it hunted once? Oh, did it close? I don't know why that door was closed and locked. Either way, there's our visit to prison. I'm just very happy we are getting through these bigger maps. I just wanted to visit them, even for a little bit. And we are going to be visiting them more. Like I mentioned, for Halloween, we're going to be doing the small maps with Nightmare, and then we'll be doing the bigger maps again with Professional. And then I still want to do the weekly, which I think we're going to be doing next. So that'll be going back to a small map. But then after the weekly, we will be going to high school, and then Sunny Meadows. And then after that, we will truly kind of start celebrating Halloween. But for now, I do want to visit these bigger maps and appreciate them. And like, I found the library again. I forgot that room even existed. Perfect investigation, boom. Getting up to the levels, only 2 more, but not like I need the levels anymore. Did get a weekly, but there's a visit to prison. I still, my opinion of prison used to be that it always sucked because you get a ghost and the cell blocks. But if you don't get a ghost in the cell blocks, prison is a really fun map. I just think the cell blocks are kind of a really annoying area to get the ghost, so I am really pleased that we didn't have to deal with the cell block ghost. So that was a nice showcase of how fun prison can be if you don't get a really annoying room. And a lot of those other rooms are fun to deal with the ghost in, so that was really enjoyable, surprisingly. But like I said, next time we're going to be checking out this weekly, which is Vulnerable. Now it's Willow, which I like, but there's no defenses, which I also like. Well, that should be a really fun challenge of surviving hunts without any smudges or anything. So yes, that's what we'll be doing next time for Wednesday. But then, eventually, we'll be going to high school, and then checking out the full Sunny Meadows for the first time in a long time. And of course, there's stuff, here we go, like this. This would be a Halloween thing, getting this done. We gotta get the light housekeeper badge, and then we need to work on these farmhouses still, and the ranger. I want to visit Maple Lodge a lot more, so we got some stuff, and also Sunny Meadows. So I had 1 on here before, but now the, Sunny Meadows, I guess it counts for the medium, right? Because that's the only way I could possibly have more, because I only used to have 1. So yeah, we're going to be starting doing a lot more cooler stuff for Halloween. Okay, let me get out of here. So if you're still here, Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.